Good Saturday, everybody. Good Saturday, DeFi Nation. Good Saturday, Energy community. I am pumped. I'm stoked to be here with you guys today. It has been an incredibly busy week. Many of you guys attended our special presentation on Wednesday, and some of you may be new and you heard about our presentation on Wednesday and said, oh my gosh, I got to see this just awesome technology. So I'm glad you guys are here. In fact, what a lot of people don't realize is from about Monday till about Thursday, guys, I didn't sleep. I took an hour or two cat nap in the afternoon and worked pretty much all the way through because it's been so hectic as we really prepare to unveil just a game changer, a revolutionizing technology, guys. I can't even put an emphasis on how big this is. And I don't really like to hype it up, you know, but you've got to understand the scope of what we have is incredible. We're going to talk about that here today and what the opportunity is for you right now. But before we get started, one thing I always like to do is I like to show the world how strong DeFi Nation is, how strong our community is. And what is DeFi, by the way, before I open that up? DeFi is decentralized finance. It is a play on words. It's really, we're defying that centralized banking system that's held people down for so long. And guys, experts are saying that DeFi, decentralized finance, could be the biggest thing in literally a millennia. And energy is a big part of that. What we have, our technology, is a massive part of that. And you guys are going to see that today. But let's show the world how strong DeFi Nation is. I want all of you guys, I'm going to go to a different view here. Let me go to the gallery view. I want you guys to turn on your cameras, go off mute for a second, and just give the world a shout out all at once of where you're from. And I'll start us off and I'll say, good morning from Kansas.
Montreal, Canada.
Canada.
Good morning from Oceanside, California.
Right. Come on.
Good morning, Wisconsin.
Good morning from New York, Staten Island.
Good morning from Oregon.
Good morning.
Good afternoon, Tampa, Florida.
Morning.
Michigan.
All right.
Evening from Germany.
Yeah, Michigan.
British Columbia.
All right. We got all our Canada and US people. I heard Germany. Let's hear some more international people on here.
Some Dutch folks in Costa Rica.
Dutch folks in Costa Rica.
Good afternoon from Manchester, UK.
All right.
Hello from Holland.
Holland, man. We got guys.
Martin from Germany, Hamburg.
All right, guys. DeFi Nation. Awesome, man. DeFi Nation is starting to expand the globe. Just starting to expand the globe. We are going to be expanding into South America here very rapidly as well. So you can go ahead and go back off mute, and I'm going to go ahead and change the view back here on our Zoom to the speaker. But man, guys, I'm excited. We are growing, and we have just a technology that I believe is going to revolutionize the world. I mean, like I said, you know, I don't really want to hype it up, but I want you guys to also know the potential, because you have some massive potential. If you're listening to this right now, your potential is through the roof. Guys, I truly believe that this is going to, you know, I'll just put it simple. I think we're going to have a lot of average people that are in with this. And again, I want to give you a disclaimer and say there's no guarantees, but I believe we're going to have a lot of average people that become multi-millionaires. I believe we're going to have, you know, millionaires that become hundreds of millionaires. And I believe we could even see some multi-millionaires become billionaires. What we have, guys, is revolutionary. And I'm not saying that to hype that up. Don't let that turn you off, please. Once you see what we have, you'll understand how massive this is. I really believe this is the equivalent of getting an Amazon at the beginning. What did Amazon stock do? Amazon stock came out, rocketed up to $110, right around $110, fell all the way down to $5. I mean, it dropped. But from $5, it went on a massive run. Today, it's over $3,000 a share. And I really believe that the people, and if you know the story about Amazon, guys, they had janitors that were working at Amazon when they began. Their employees got stock. They had janitors that became millionaires from working there. So I believe we can have, just an incredible success story. The people that are watching now and take advantage of the opportunity right now before it hits the masses and before it hits the world are really the ones I think that are going to capitalize immensely. Not saying everybody else afterwards is not going to capitalize. Of course they are. But this group of people, this family, this community, you guys have an opportunity unlike anything else. So what do we have? What's the opportunity? Well, guys, Energy is a DeFi financial system, and we're going to talk about this DeFi financial system, but we also have a technology. What's all the buzz about? We have a technology called StarStake that is getting ready to be deployed. What is StarStake? StarStake allows fans and brands to connect, or I should say, artists and brands, musicians, YouTubers, entertainers, celebrities, athletes, to connect with their fans like never before. They get to share their success with their fans, and their fans get to share their success with their favorite artists and also their favorite brands, because this StarStake goes much beyond music. It goes much beyond entertainment. It goes much beyond all those things. See, this is about creating a market where intellectual property can be traded. And once you get it, you get it, okay? Sharing the success with your favorite musician or your favorite actor or your favorite entertainer, that's great and all. But what if you could have something that was so dominant that it could be bigger than the stock market itself? And people goes, what are you talking about? Well, guys, when you think about this, we have a market. We have a stock market for companies, publicly traded companies and stocks. We've got a cryptocurrency market. We've got commodities market. We got foreign exchange currency market. We've got a real estate market. But you know what? There's never been a market for intellectual property until now. There's never been a market for intellectual property. And you ask yourself, what is intellectual property? Guys, it's virtually everything that we do, everything in business. It's the music we listen to. It's the TV shows we watch, the movies we watch. It's the sporting events that we go enjoy. It's that new product or invention that comes out. It's that breakthrough pharmaceutical medication that is patented and it comes out and it cures some illness or whatnot. And that's intellectual property. It's the supplements that we take. It's the procedures, special procedures we have done at the doctor's office. Guys, it's the beverages we drink. One intellectual property that has been kind of the one that everybody knows for years is Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola has these secret ingredients. They never patented their formula. They just locked their formulation away in a vault. And for years, it's been a heavily guarded secret. Many companies tried to copy Coca-Cola, but they just can't get to what Coca-Cola has because of their intellectual property, right? So intellectual property encompasses everything we do. It's the new technology of the vehicles we drive. Guys, you got to understand that almost every company on the stock market right now, they all have intellectual property, and a lot of them, they have more than one intellectual property. A lot of them have several different intellectual properties. And so when you understand how massive it is to be able to trade intellectual property, to be able to collect royalties and trade intellectual property, you're talking about a game changer. You're saying, well, tell me more. Tell me more. What's the deal? You know, how does it all work? Well, you've got IP creators. IP or intellectual property creators. Could be any of those things. It could be much, much more. Guys, it could be politicians that are doing an Infinity NFT, and you know, they're on any speeches that they get paid for. They may share a royalty back with their community. And so this is huge how big this is. This intellectual property to develop that market is phenomenal. And IP creators, what's in it for them? Well, they get to take in an unlimited amount of capital without giving up debt and without taking on equity. Guys, this is simply brilliant. And I'm going to tell you right now, I truly believe this is going to change the world. So what I'm going to do is I want to show you this technology first, and then I'm going to talk about the opportunity for you and this DeFi financial system. But what I'm going to do to show you this technology is I'm going to go ahead and share with you the portion that Chris, my partner Chris, recorded on Wednesday, because it's so powerful. I'm going to share with you just his piece, and then I'm going to come back on. He's going to show you the technology. I'm going to come back on and I'm going to show you the opportunity right now. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And I got to get to the right screen. Hold on just a second. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this over to Chris.
Well, thanks for having me on. Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you too, Dwayne. Looks like we have a pretty good crowd today, 97 people, I think, if I'm saying that correctly. That makes me excited because the attention is definitely gearing towards what we've been doing. And I know a lot of people that have been waiting to hear or see or use the things that we're showing today. I've been so patient, so I'm excited. I'm going to show you a demo of what we have, what's called StarStake. But before I do that, two things. One, I'm going to show you a trailer for StarStake. For those of you that haven't seen it, I am going to play this thing for you. For those that you have to sit through the 2.5 minutes. But let me just preface here real quick. So we talk about intellectual property, and this is great. You know, we have all these YouTubers, we have podcasters, we have self-published authors now, we have all this amazing content that's out there, but there's never been this connection. And that's where we really look to conquer and enter this market is to connect people together. First and foremost is connect creators and the world's greatest creations with the fans, with consumers, with people, the stuff that we use. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I consume things, I use things, and I just always feel like a viewer, a consumer, and sometimes I just want to help them out, participate, engage. StarStake, which is one of the very first applications on the Energy DeFi financial system, does exactly that. Now, it would not be possible, let me tell you guys this, it would not be possible if we didn't have energy. Energy serves as the bank, okay? So I like to look at this as layers, just to give you context. The first layer that had to be done is energy being the financial system, the bank, the thing that allows us to do all this great stuff. Without it, none of this is possible. So we had to build a financial system, which includes smart contracts and tokens and different economics to allow this all to happen. Think of it like the Apple company. It's the bank. It's the thing that allows us to all share and participate. The second layer is technologies. There had to be technologies developed because it didn't exist that are going to allow us to do the things such as you're going to see here with Infinity NFTs and stabilized NFT currencies and all this stuff. So we had to literally patent the technology. It was so significant that we had to have these technologies developed. And once we had that developed, the third layer and the final layer is the applications that use that. So you think of Apple, that's the bank, that's the company. On top of that, you have their tech, which is your iPhones, the touch screen, the iMessage, the FaceTime, all the inside stuff. And then on top of that, you have all these great applications and things that they sell. Okay, the usability factor, the accessibility, that's how Apple grew it. The same thing goes with our ecosystem, energy being the decentralized finance component, our technologies, which include Infinity NFTs and NFT bucks. And then on top of that are the apps such as StarStake. Now, StarStake, which I'm going to demo for you, is significant because of, as Dwayne talked about, the IP industry. And typically until now, we as consumers and fans haven't been able to connect with or financially connect with any of the stuff that we use or consume. That's going to change for the very first time. Now, you've heard of NFTs. You guys are familiar with NFTs. Put in the chat, if you would, please, that you know. Yes, put yes if you know what an NFT is. Put no if you don't know what a non-fungible token NFT is. Give me some idea of who I'm talking to here real quick. Yes, 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 lots of yeses. Thank goodness. You know, if I would have asked this question 6 months ago, it'd be all no's. How crazy is that, right? That's like asking, do you know what a telephone is? Of course, everybody knows. It amazes me that everybody in this chat knows what an NFT is. Either you guys have been watching our videos for a while here, or you're just smart and you've been tuned with what's going on in the world. All right, so NFTs typically, as you know, are just these non-fungible tokens that allow us to assign ownership and certify ownership of digital assets for the most part, right? Basically. What we do different, our technology here, if you're new to this, is Infinity NFTs, just an NFT with a staking contract inside of it that allows it to distribute royalties to people, okay? So again, it's just an NFT with a staking contract that allows you to receive royalties. That's what it is in a nutshell. Why that's important, because now for the first time, I could buy an Infinity NFT for a song and be able to receive royalties on the success of that song or that YouTube channel or that podcaster. And that gives a YouTuber or a podcaster or an author the ability to create instant revenue for themselves from their fans who stake that asset. That fan gets now to be part of the process, be part of the success, be part of all this great stuff. And now there's this ultimate connection made where it's not just, you're not just a buyer of that thing, or you're not just watching a YouTube channel. You actually have a vested interest in whether they succeed or not. How amazing is that? You don't have to go through a Kickstarter. You don't have to go through publicly traded companies and deal with stocks and all these things. It changes the game, guys. It really, really does if you understand it. So our technology, which is Infinity NFTs, does that, okay? And so that's really what StarStake is how do we then package that ridiculously awesome new tech into something that people can use and understand, that's beautiful, that can kind of, I guess, just go into the world that we currently live in and not disrupt it too much to where people get confused. Okay, because crypto can be confusing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick 2.5 minute trailer real quick to explain what StarStake is. And I'm going to give you a walkthrough demo, which I've never done. I've never showed front to back StarStake yet. You're going to see that here right after this video. So I'm going to play this for you. I think I can. All right, I'm going to share my screen and then I'll play this for you guys real short. But I think it'll make sense. Some of you have already seen it. Hold on here. Let me make sure I get the sound for you guys. There we go. All right. Here you go. Take a look. In the beginning, humans looked to the stars for answers, a view of where we came from, and in some ways, what we can become. Today, when we look to the sky, we wonder if we're alone and how far we can go. We've come a long way in the last 20 years, creating experiences that through art and technology have transported us to discover new stars of all types. Some stars help connect and bring us together. Others transport us to all new worlds with breathtaking adventures. We see stars as greater-than-life figures, magical moments, and fantastical achievements. We live amongst these stars every day. Crafting StarStake, we are reminded that the things we love most don't come from the stars above, but from the ones all around us. StarStake is the first NFT-based royalty marketplace, bringing the world's greatest creations and its creators together with fans and consumers to create even greater opportunities. More than that, StarStake is about access, an entirely new economy built solely on our connections to the things we use and enjoy. StarStake is something we've dreamt of having, and it's only now that we have the hardware, the technology, and the experience to push our creative boundaries even further. In it, we invite you to join Astra, the official prologue to your journey into StarStake. For the first time, we'll provide an inside look at what makes this next generation platform so important, and how you can forge new connections to your great creations. As a fan, discover new opportunities inside the NFT-based marketplace with access to your favorite stars, rewards, and royalties. We have a lot to share. Together, let's begin the journey to go beyond blockchain and explore the possibilities of our progress as creators and consumers. We hope you'll join Astra to find your way to StarStake and go with us on the journey to discover the next generation of stardom. All right, so there you go. That was the first official video for StarStake. Pretty proud of it. The team did a great job building this. And that kind of gives you an overview, the scale of what we're looking to do here. But what I want to do now, rather than talk about it, I'm going to show it to you, explain how it works really quick, because I think that's what everybody wants to see the most. So let me go ahead and do that. All right.
Let me tell you real quick, Chris, before you jump into that, every time I hear that video, and it was funny because when Chris didn't have it ready first, he actually just showed us the audio. And I heard the audio and I said, man, that is going to be so powerful when it's put into video. And then you see what it's put into that video format and how it really captivates exactly what is being created. And Chris is now going to demonstrate for you essentially what StarStake is and the opportunity for all of you. So go right ahead.
Yeah. All right. So to preface, again, StarStake is an application built on the DeFi financial system. How that affects each other is the financial system gives it the economics, the financial abilities to do what it does, the tokenomics, the tokens inside of it, even though inside of StarStake, we actually created it to shelter people from crypto. Meaning you really won't ever have to deal too much with cryptocurrency, even though that's what is being used in the background. And this application generates its own revenue. This will generate lots and lots of revenue on its own. And because it's connected, underlying under the hood, the engine is energy, essentially. That all those economics, all that revenue from StarStake will affect the value of the tokens, the value of the financial system, because it's just its own business, its own company on top, built on top of it, if that makes sense. Okay. So here, let me show you just real quick. So when somebody goes to StarStake, they'll be able to go ahead and register. There'll be a website, marketplace, etc., which I'll show you. But there will be basically just a process that they go to get started. So they'll just connect their wallet. When they do that, that's a smart wallet like a MetaMask, if you're familiar. They'll put in an email and a nickname, and what that does is it connects their email to their wallet, so we can communicate back and forth. That's really important in StarStake. And then they'll sign in, which connects that together, and then it'll ask them to choose who are you. So whether they're a star, maybe somebody who owns intellectual property, or are they a fan that just wants to shop around and check things out. So let's just say that I am a fan. Okay, so then it brings them to this page, and all this page does, it has a video that shows them, how do I invest? How do I buy Infinity NFTs? What do I do here? What is this thing, this StarStake thing all about? Okay, this is the onboarding for people just to register for an account and get started. They can watch this video and then they can go over to the marketplace. That is the basic getting started process, all right? So now what I'm going to do is let me open up my browser on another screen for you. Where is it here? Go. And let me show you where they go from there. So this is, so if you can see my screen, this is the marketplace. This is StarStake Marketplace. You can browse different categories. There's music, creators, arts, experts, sports, tech, and products. Those are the categories of intellectual property. All right. On here, you can just browse through different types of Infinity NFTs. Okay, intellectual properties. You can do searches, etc. And after you do that, you can go ahead and go to a Stars profile page. So a big thing about StarStake, unlike any other NFT platform, is if you go to OpenSea, for example, which is a marketplace that does about $3 billion a month in revenue, think about that. It's all the pages are the same. You have the same page, you have a little image that represents that NFT, and that's it. What we did is we took a creative approach to this, saying, hey, these stars, these people, these YouTubers, they want to showcase their brands, their personality, their art. And so we want to give them the ability so they can actually, this is an example of a profile page. This is my fiance, Shanks. She's a beautiful musician. This is her profile page. And because she's also an actress and she's in commercials and things, she can actually create an INFT for her likeness, meaning you can stake the person, Shane Belmonte, and when she's in commercials and when she has merchandise or when she does things that have to do with her personal image, you can earn royalties on her success for that. How cool is that? Right? So it shows a little bit about her music, her different INFTs. She also can mint her own currency, which I'll show you inside here. If this was hers, you would show what she had here, which you could use and buy, and then it shows other artists. So every person can create a profile, whether or not you want to create an NFT for your likeness or not, so people can get to know you, who you are, who's the person behind the IP, if that makes sense, who's the artist behind the art. Okay, so then from there, let's say I wanted to go to one of her INFTs. So if I want to say, what's her NFT for her new song, for example? You'll see information of basically just an overview about that Infinity NFT. As you scroll down, you see details, okay, the contract address, typical stuff, NFT stuff. But then you're going to see something called rewards. This is a big deal. Rewards is something that we inserted that really have to do with our Access economy. You've seen Gary V. How many of you have seen Gary V's VFriends application? Put in the chat if you've seen it. If you've seen VFriends that Gary Vaynerchuk does, are you familiar? Put yes if you have, no if you have not. I'm going to reference that because it's really important. All right. So Gary Vaynerchuk, what he does, he created VFriends, and all he did is created these sketches. He sells these sketches for $75, some of them are $75, $100,000 a piece. Why in the world would somebody buy a sketch for 75 grand? Well, here's why. It's not that the sketch is worth that. It's what's inside of it. He gives you access to his events, to dinner with him, to playing basketball with him, to other IP. It's about access. Well, the average person can't do that. With StarStake, you'll be able to. So if I'm a podcaster, or let's just say I have a YouTube channel and I create an Infinity NFT, I can say, hey, if you stake $100 or more, I'll give you fan art, I'll give you updates, I'll give you this, 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 and this, right? You get an access token with that stake, okay? And I can go down here and I can say, okay, what do I get for 500? And maybe there's other things that I would get. So there's these different access tokens that you can give that increases the value of your original asset, okay? You can see updates about those things. You can even chat within here, all right? So up top here, let's say, okay, I want to stake Shang's song, and I'm going to do $100. I can put $100 in here. Okay, and I can go ahead and stake now under this access reward. So I'll get the royalty contract, you know, maybe I make 15% on her song royalties, plus I get all these cool rewards with that. Well, here's the challenge. This is another piece of technology we put into here. Is paying with crypto is confusing. It's not the best way to make transactions. Okay, would you guys agree with that? It's difficult. You have, first of all, the volatility. If I were to go and teach somebody how to buy crypto, get a wallet, and then I say, okay, you're going to stake $100, but that actually means 100,000 coins or 1.2 million coins or whatever it is, right? There's these decimals and the price is going up and down all the time. So it's confusing for a consumer, not to mention the gas fees, which can cause problems. We all know how that goes. So what we did is we created, literally invented a technology. My hat, it's not me. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed on some of this stuff, but my partner Alan came up with what's called NFTBs. It's the first NFT-based stabilized currency. Okay, and what I mean by that is you can take an image, and I'll show you. For example, let me open it up. So you can go inside of StarStake. You have to use what we call NFT bucks to purchase anything inside of here. You don't actually use crypto, even though there's crypto inside. So I can come in here and say, okay, I need to get some NFT bucks to be able to stake Sheng Song. So I can add a $10 buck to my cart, and there can be different designs. These are just some of our designs. Okay, and I can choose them. I can add them to my cart. All right, so it just goes ahead and it adds my bucks into my cart. So here's a couple $1 bucks. I can go ahead and check out with that. And I can browse other collections. So I can go to the collections area. Maybe Sheng has her own. She can mint her own customized money, basically, within StarStake. So instead of spending Chris bucks, you know, I can buy Sheng bucks and stake her music with her own bucks. And maybe she has some that are rare or collectible. So maybe if you're a fan of Justin Bieber, for example, I don't know why I always use that example, it's silly, but I could buy Bieber bucks, right? And maybe some of those Bieber bucks, there's only 100 that are ever minted in the world, or 5 of them. So they're very rare. So maybe a $10 buck I can hold on to might be worth a lot more. But the cool thing about this, you guys, these will always be worth the face value. I want you to understand something here. Inside of each one of these images is cryptocurrency, which is energy and energy go. Our coins are inside of here, inside of a contract. Now, regardless if those coins go up or if it tanks tomorrow, your NFT buck will always be worth $10, $20, $1,000, whatever you own. It doesn't matter what happens. How crazy is that? So when you go to buy something, you don't have to worry about the price going up and down or losing money. If you have to buy something right now, you don't have to worry. If you don't spend it, you can just cash it in for USDC later and get your money back. Okay, that's cool. Or you can hold on to that thing, and that $1,000 NFT buck could be rare. It might be worth $100,000 because it's one of 5 ever minted. Do you understand? So we created this really cool mechanism. I'm going to show you how this works right now. So if I want to stake Sheng Song, I buy some NFT bucks, I put it in my wallet. And now that I have NFT bucks in my wallet, I can go ahead and check out. So this is what the checkout looks like. Okay, here's the NFT I'm going to buy. Great. It says add bucks here to purchase. All right. So over here is my wallet. It shows all the bucks that I have in my wallet that I just bought. Right. So I have $10,000 worth of NFT bucks in my wallet. So I can choose step 1, a denomination. Let me just choose some Steve Jobs bucks here. And then I can choose the design. So maybe I have different designs in here. Maybe I have some designs I don't want to spend. So that's why you can literally just go through here and choose them. Now, what we went for with this technology, I know it looks simple here, but it's quite complicated, is we wanted to make the experience for the new person as simple as just reaching in your pocket and grabbing cash. You notice we're not talking about crypto. Everything is in dollars. It's a $1, a $10, a $20, whatever. It's very, very simple. So if I want to spend this $1, you can see, all right, this song, I'm going to stake $1, but it's red, meaning I have no bucks in my cart. I can't check out. I can't do anything yet. So I'm going to add $1 to my cart. So it adds $1. And for this example, it added 2 just to show you what would happen. This button then turns green because I have $2. And because I added more than what I needed, it just upped my staking amount to $2. Okay. And you can take those out and you can put them back and do whatever you want. You can spend as much as you want. Okay. And then you can go through this checkout process. It is the very first NFT based checkout process that uses crypto underlying, that's stabilized. It really is quite something. All right. Now, the last piece I'm going to show you is how you actually track this. What happens after you do this? So let's say you find a song that you want to stake, or you're a fan of somebody's intellectual property. Once you buy that, you have something called Stake Hub. And this is the first place where you can actually see what's under the hood of an NFT. This is not available anywhere. We literally built this from scratch, you guys. It was a monster. But I'll show this to you for the first time because I haven't shared this yet. I don't even think, Peter, you guys have seen this yet. I'll give you a little sneak peek here. All right, so this is Stake Hub. Okay, so when you go to Stake Hub, you guys can see my screen, I hope. So Stake Hub is like your reporting center. It shows your portfolio. It's where you manage all these cool things. So you can see in here how much royalties you receive from all your INFTs, how much you've cashed out from all your royalties, what's available, and how much that token growth is. Because remember, you're paid out in these royalties from all this different stuff that happens. And Dwayne will come on and explain more about the economics of this. but energy might go up. So if you're paid, say, $15,000 in royalties, maybe energy went up today and you made an extra 4,000 just in the increase in value of the coin because of everybody else buying. Okay, so you can see how that growth is, and you can see all the different INFTs listed that you've basically purchased and how much royalties you're making on each one. All right. And then you can say, okay, I want to see which ones I stake. So here's all the, for example, here's all the different INFTs I staked for Sheng. Sheng, you're popular on here today. So I can check out all the different ones. So let's look at this INFT. I want to see how it's doing. I spent $4,000 on this one. So I check it out. It shows all the contract address stuff. It shows how much I've made in royalties on just her song, how much the token has grown underlying there, how much I've cashed out of this already, and how much is available to cash out. Okay, and it shows a chart. There's different royalties that you can earn. First one is your IP royalties. This comes from the artist. So if her song goes #1 and she starts making licensing revenue on that song, she shares a piece of that with you because you have that INFT. Licensor royalties or fan royalties are, you get to make a piece from the whole community of all the fans. So when people stake, there's a percentage that goes to all the fans, which is amazing. So you can click that and it'll show you the stats for that. And then also referral royalties. If you send people to her song and they decide to stake from your link, you get a royalty from that as well. It's pretty cool. So you can see all your stats on her INFT here. And if you want to spend that, so if you're getting these royalties and you want to put it back into your INFT to get a higher percentage, you can just put in that amount and add it right back into it. You don't have to buy or do anything. Or you can just cash it out. And you can put in that amount, hit cash out, and it converts it. It takes that royalty, it converts it to US dollar coin and puts it right into your wallet instantly, right? You don't have to do anything. You just hit a button, literally. It's pretty crazy, you guys. All right. We have a watch list, so you can mark certain INFTs if you want to watch them, keep an eye on them. And then we also have an activity screen where you can actually monitor all the activity kind of from one place, right? So that's basically Stake Hub, how to manage it. You can see the royalties on all your referrals. So for example, down here, you can say, okay, here's a link that I shared. It had 5,341 visitors. There was 4,600 staked from my link that I sent out. And this is how much I made $3 grand from that, right? So you can see every INFT that you share with other people, how much they spend and how much you get out of that. It's pretty cool, right? Now, let me show you the access token. So as remember, the last piece here is about access. We were talking about a brand new access economy we're entering. Whether you stake a song or whatever, you can get access to stuff you've never had. It could be backstage passes to a concert, which you don't have to claim. Right, here's the cool part about it. If you know Justin Bieber's coming out with a song and this thing's about to drop on StarStake and you stake that thing and you get one of 5 backstage passes, maybe you're not a Justin Bieber fan, but you know some fans going to want that. You can buy that, get that access token, and you can go to OpenSea or any other marketplace and flip that and sell it for 10 times the amount because you have one of 5. Do you understand? That's a big deal. This is an asset like a piece of real estate. So you can collect these, use them, find them, get them before anybody else does, and sell them for a profit later if you wanted to, or you can redeem them. So let me show you what that looks like. So you can go to your access tokens. Here's an example of just some fake access tokens we put in the system. There's different categories. We have physical product access tokens. So if you stake something, you can get a t-shirt or you can get some kind of merchandise, whatever it is. We have digital access, which could be a website login to somewhere, content, things like that. We have downloadable access, which if you want original artwork or whatever's underlying this access token, you can have that. And then we also have event access tokens, which could give you access to events. And then we also have another one called gifts, which gives you gifts at determined times. So I can go ahead and let's just look at this. This is an example of a product access token. I can click on it. And it says, okay, WAF limited edition t-shirt. It gives me product access. I can see an overview about it if I want to click a video. And then, okay, how do I claim this? How do I get this t-shirt? Okay, I put in my name, my shipping address, my shirt size, and I hit claim now. What that does is it sends a claim order to the person who created this saying, hey, I have this token, give me my shirt. And they say, okay, great, got it. They send you the shirt, they confirm it. And then as soon as you get it, you just hit confirm and the transaction is done. Here's why this is really important. You can choose to claim this shirt or not. If you claim it, your NFT, your access token NFT isn't really that valuable anymore. If you don't claim it, you could sell this saying, hey, I have one of 5 t-shirts inside of this NFT access token. You could sell it to somebody else who really, really wants that. Or you can just claim it and get what you wanted for your reward. Okay, so this is just an example of a t-shirt, and you can see, down below is some information about that. Okay, cool. There's this mental health t-shirt, whatever. All right, so these are given out. Who knows what people will come up with, but here's another example of a gift access. Again, a little bit different process. Completely customizable by the artist. And mind you guys, all this is free. This is a big deal. So when an artist comes here, they don't have to pay to create an NFT. They don't have to pay to create a profile page. They don't have to pay to create their own NFT bucks. All of that is for free. Why is that possible? How is that possible? Because of energy. The underlying financial system is in place, so we don't have to charge a monthly fee for this platform. It is free for them to go and tokenize their intellectual property, because whenever this stuff happens, with all these transactions that happen internally here, that bank that we created benefits just a little bit along the way. And that's how it funds this whole ecosystem without having to charge the people that use it. It's an incredible thing. That's the power of decentralized finance. Okay. And again, you can go through here and look at your different access tokens. Here's an event access where I can claim this was an event I did with Gary Vee a little while back, a few years ago. So I could just literally get access tickets to that event. And then you can see which ones are claimed, where it's at in the process. Okay, claim request was sent, all that kind of stuff. So this is Stake Hub. This is the behind the scenes stuff. Once you buy this stuff, what do you do with it? How do you interact with it? That kind of thing. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you for StarStake. There's one other piece I didn't show you. That's a big one, and that is the Creator Hub. That's where people will go to create the stuff. It's really cool, but that'll be coming here in the next 2 weeks. And we are positioned to launch this. We're hoping by the end of the month, but it just depends how testing goes. But as soon as this thing launches, I will tell you, you're going to see a bunch of stars in there, stars you know about, that we can't disclose right now. But what's going to happen, let me paint a picture, and then I'm going to turn it over to Peter here. What happens if one big artist goes on to StarStake? What happens when they create an NFT? We already talked to one, they want to give away Maseratis and all these crazy things in access tokens. I can't believe it, but it's amazing. What happens when that revenue starts flowing through StarStake? Well, it starts using energy. It starts, remember, every transaction uses energy, and energy go in there. Every one of them, because it uses NFT bucks. Okay, what happens? The price of energy skyrockets. The price of energy goes.
Lost the volume, Dwayne.
Saying to you is 1 star. Imagine thousands of stars and thousands of people just sharing their IP with others that their fans can participate in, and all that revenue. I mean, if OpenSea is doing $2-3 billion a month, you guys can do the math in your head. If we do 1% of that, 1% of that, every one of us on here right now that holds energy, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You have an opportunity to make more money you've ever imagined, because of, not because you created that IP, not because you have the best YouTube channel, because you introduced a platform to all these people who need ways to monetize their IP that literally the only way they can make money is from YouTube directly through ad revenue, which YouTube makes most of, okay, or schlepping other things through sponsored products. It's not fair. It's not good. This fixes all of that. And you guys have a chance to get a coin and a token that is so grossly undervalued. It's insane. Okay, because the world doesn't even know what you guys see right here. Nobody knows this exists. I haven't even talked to Gary Vee yet, and he's in my Rolodex, in my phone. I haven't even called him yet. Okay, when that happens, you're going to see a huge flux of revenue come through, and that directly will affect the financial system, which, if you're a coin holder in Energy and Energy Go, hold on to your hat, because you're going to see some things happen that I can't even explain to you. All right, so that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the demo. I'm super excited for StarShake to come out. We've got Astra coming out, which is kind of our onboarding. That will be out hopefully by next week, so you can start to learn how to get ready for this. But the best thing you can do, I'm going to turn it over to Peter. They'll explain how you guys can kind of position yourself. We are on the last step here, guys. We are right on the doorstep of getting this done. So thanks for your time, everyone.
All right, so this is Dwayne. I'm going to come back with you guys live right now. That was Chris's part from Wednesday. We did a special presentation, and I wanted you to see the technology we have, but I want to give you a few examples so you guys understand just how massive this is, because I'll tell you what, the first time you hear this, the light bulb's not necessarily going to go off. You're going to say, oh, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. But when you hear it the second or third time, the light bulb will go off, the light in your eyes will go off, and you'll see it, and you'll say, oh my gosh, this is a monster. So I want to give you some examples. You notice those access tokens, guys? This is all types of IP. You know, sharing in the success of a star is a YouTuber or an actor or a musician or whatever. That's great. An athlete, you guys get that. That's awesome. But one thing I don't think you realize is companies. What if you're a company out there and you come out with the next generation washing machine, for instance, you know, washer and dryer, the next generation, that's some new technology that everybody wants. And instead of offering stocks where investors don't necessarily, you know, they don't necessarily tell other investors, hey, go buy this product. They might tell another investor to go buy the stock, right? You're able to take and capitalize your company by basically giving a royalty to the people that purchase your INFT. So what if that access token, right, gave you access to buy the thing that you were already going to buy, right? If you buy this product, maybe it's $2,000 for this next generation thing. If you buy this INFT, you're going to get this access token to get the product that you were going to buy anyways. But now you get to earn every time somebody purchases that product after you. What's that do for you? That incentivizes you to go tell everybody about a product that you love. A company is taking their customers and made them their fan base. Guys, how awesome is that? That's just one application that I don't think people even realize we have. This intellectual property. That's why I say when this could be bigger than the stock market, I mean, this could be bigger than the stock market. Maybe not overnight, certainly not overnight, but a few years down the line, as time goes on, I think you can see some massive growth with this. And then you look at, give you another application. You look at a company called Netflix, right? Netflix has tons of IP. Why? All these different TV shows that they stream on there and documentaries, those are all IP. Now, I don't know if you know about Netflix and how profitable they are, but their stock is soaring. I mean, their stock from their inception a decade or so ago to now is an incredible, incredible rise. But imagine that you're able, and I just want to back up, take a step back and give you the example. Many of you guys have heard Squid Game, right? Squid Game came out, has done $900 million in revenue the past 2 months. Just one IP. It's Netflix's, it's their smash hit, record-breaking show, right? Everybody knows Squid Game, Squid Game, Squid Game. Everybody's talking about it. That show's done $900 million in revenue in 2 months, almost $1 billion. But did you know that IP was created years ago? It wasn't just created recently, it was created years ago. Why? Because they came from a country, not much entertainment value comes out of Korea, right? Let's face it, The odds were stacked against them from the beginning. You know, they didn't have any big name actors or actresses in their show. But years ago, they created that IP. They offered it to multiple studios who turned them down until Netflix picked them up. And we know how big Squid Game is. Now imagine if content creators start doing infinity NFTs. And now you're able to share in the success of the royalties when they make it on one of those platforms. You want to tell everybody about it. But when you purchase the infinity NFT, what if they gave you access to go watch their TV show? Now you get access to go watch their TV show, maybe on some website or server that nobody has access to, but those people have access tokens. Now StarStake has basically almost became very similar to Netflix in that example. I mean, how cool is that? StarStake, by really opening it up to where IP can be traded, intellectual property, guys, is massive. And here's what you don't know. Okay, let me even make this a little better. When you get a stake in an infinity NFT, you get an NFT in your wallet. That allows you to collect the royalties. Maybe you get this next generation product, right? You're one of the first to get it. You got a good stake in that IP, and that IP's grown. And now you have tons of royalties coming in. What if you could take and sell that? What if you could take and sell that on the private market? Now you sell those royalties basically to somebody else that wants to collect them. They're paying you a premium, of course. And what you're able to do is just simply transfer that NFT over into their wallet. And now they're collecting the royalties. Guys, this is incredible when you realize the scope of everything that this encompasses. For a market that has never existed, for intellectual property to be traded, guys, it really is incredible. It really is a remarkable feat that our team and our developers, and I mean, we just have just a talented group of people. It's really an amazing feat. So I want to talk about what the opportunity is for you right now. What's the opportunity for you right now? Energy and Energy Go. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm going to show you both of them.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris, for that.
Let me stop my recording here. I'm going to show you both of them. And let me pull up Energy Go and how the ecosystem works. So Energy Go is right here. Give me just a second to pull it up. And let me show you the chart. Energy Go right now is trading at 0.001775. Okay, it's trading a little less than 0.2 of 1 penny. You can get a ton of Energy Go. And what is Energy Go? Energy Go is the cryptocurrency used to create those INFT bucks. So Energy Go is used to create those INFT bucks. You know, those the bucks that different brands can make. Energy Go is what's used to create those. All those collectible bucks, all those standard bucks that people are able to use and purchase infinity NFTs and use, transact with each other. Those INFT bucks are used creating Energy Go, but let me explain. You have to ask yourself, to know where this is going to go, you have to ask yourself, how many dollars do you think will be pumped into INFT bucks? How many dollars do you think will be pumped into INFT bucks to see the potential of this? Guys, if you go to CoinMarketCap and you look at some of the top cryptos, they have they're multi-billion-dollar market caps right now. I'm here to tell you that if 40 billion was to be pumped into Infinity NFT dollars, the price of Energy Go, I've already done the math, guys, the price of Energy Go would be well over $1. Well over $1. So I'll just give you that tidbit. And you know, I do think that Energy Go could go up drastically just based on that, because I think once you see these Infinity INFT bucks come out, you're going to have celebrities that are going to want to do their limited edition collection. And you're going to have products and brands that want to do their limited edition, where maybe they only create one, maybe they only create a handful, whatever, but they have these collectible INFT bucks out there as well. So I think you're going to see a lot of money go into INFT bucks. Now, what's the other currency? Well, the other currency is energy. And let me back up. And I am a trader, so I look at multiple trades throughout the day. Here we go. Here's energy. Energy, let me go ahead and pull up a day chart so you guys can see this. Every candlestick represents a day. Let me move my zoom over. So if I scroll in, guys, you're going to see that energy came out in February this year. We had a really huge run up, a lot of excitement. You always get that in the beginning. Amazon stock had it, Bitcoin had it, and then you get a big pullback. Why? Because early adopters, they've made so much money that they say, you know what, I've made enough money. I'm going to pay off my house or my credit card debt or cars, whatever it is. Okay, so early adopters cash out. You get this big pullback, which is what we've had while the technology is being built. And you can see we have this pullback, and we've kind of made this nice bull shape, and now we're rounding the corner. Where do I think that this can go? Guys, the sky is really the limit for energy. I do think that the next run up as a trader, typically once you break the top, the all-time high, you usually go up 3 to 4x before you have your next, you know, big pullback. So I think the next run could certainly be up. You know, the top here is about 1,000. It's about 980. I certainly think the next run could be 3,000 to 5,000. I think that that's possible. And, you know, that's just my opinion. I want to make that really clear. But once you understand how energy works, you'll understand why. So let me explain how energy works. You have those INFT bucks. Okay, think of those like digital baseball cards. Those are basically digital baseball cards, right? And then you got the INFT, which is the intellectual property itself. What would be the intellectual property for a digital baseball card? It would be the entire baseball league, right? So people are essentially taking their digital baseball cards, they're purchasing the underlying intellectual property, and now they get to earn a royalty on all the players, all the teams, all the media deals, all the ticket sales. They get to earn a royalty. Now, and by the way, if you came on, please mute yourself. So they get to earn a royalty on the entire league. That's basically what the Infinity NFT is. Energy is a step above that. Why? Because if you have 25 energy staked, you get to earn royalties on the entire energy universe. I'm going to meet somebody out here. Okay. You get to earn royalties on the entire energy universe. You see, you don't just get to earn on the baseball league and all the baseball players. You get to earn on the football league and the football players, and the hockey league and the hockey players, and the basketball league and the basketball players, and the soccer leagues and the soccer players. And you get to earn on this movie and that movie and this YouTuber and that YouTuber and this musician and that musician. You get to earn on the entire ecosystem when you hold energy. So what happens is, and by the way, there's even a step above that. See, StarStake is only one dApp. It's only one decentralized application on the energy platform. Be it, it's a big one. It's a monster, but it's only one. We have other we have other dApps that are coming aboard Energy as well. So you even have to go a step above that. What happens is people use those digital baseball cards to basically buy into the Infinity NFT. And when they do that, it is converted to energy. It's converted to energy. And so you've got all this liquidity that's going into energy. And then if you have 25 or more energy stake, you get to earn from those royalties. It's pretty impressive. So you got the demand of people wanting energy to earn royalties on the entire ecosystem, and then you've got all the liquidity from all the Infinity NFT purchases that are going into energy. Guys, the sky really is the limit. Where could this go? I mean, I think it could go into the tens of thousands. I even think we could go much higher than that. The sky's really the limit when you understand there's a very limited supply of energy, very limited supply. Okay, not very many people can have 25 energy staked. Why? Not because necessarily of the price, but because of the supply. There's only about 170,000 energy in circulation right now. And it's pretty impressive. There's so many things that are impressive about energy. What I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and what's the next step? Well, you need to get energy. I do want to play just a really short video because I know we have some new people on here, and it's a video that really explains how the decentralized bank of energy works, how the ecosystem works. So I'm just going to play that first video, and then I'll show you how to get energy, and then I'll open it up for Q&A. Let me go ahead. And guys, just a second. So energy, guys, is basically like a decentralized bank. I'm trying to find it here. Hold on. I had it. Here we go. I got two screens and I'm trying to drag it on there. Here we go. This is how the decentralized bank of energy works, basically. This, if I can get this to play. Come on now. Hold on, it's on my other screen.
How is wealth created? And I'm not talking about just making money. I'm talking about real life-changing wealth. Do you know how it's really created? It's created by the movement.
Let's take a journey back in time.
There were a group of pioneers who wanted something different. To get in a...
About just making money. I'm talking about real life-changing wealth. Do you know how it's really created? It's created by the movement of money. Let's take a journey back in time.
There were a group of pioneers who wanted something different. To get an abundance out of life. So they got together and went out west. They encountered lots of hardships before settling where they wanted to build their community. And instead of just one person benefiting mostly, they decided to do things a little different. So the pioneers pooled their money together and essentially established a bank owned by these pioneers. New members started joining the community. They started businesses that were owned by anybody in the community who wanted to participate. Together, they developed these businesses to be profitable. A portion of these profits were shared back to the bank owned by the pioneers. More businesses popped up with community members working to develop each one and sharing in the profits of the business they developed. And while the bank, owned by the original pioneers, shared a piece of the profit generated from each business. New community members were given the option to buy into the bank owned by the original pioneers, and it became known as the Community Bank. Some of the new members decided to also own a piece of the Community Bank, and paid what seemed like a high price. Other members remained stubborn and chose to only profit with the business they were working to develop. More businesses were developed, and the community bank became even more profitable. The stubborn community members who felt it was too expensive to buy into the community bank before were finally ready to buy in. But when they went back, they were shocked at how much the price had went up. The community continued to grow, and more businesses were developed, while the community bank that shared in a piece of the profit from each business continued to grow fatter and fatter. Community members who owned a piece of the community bank reaped the rewards. The stubborn community members who didn't take action to stake their piece in the community bank earlier when they felt the price was too high were finally ready to purchase at the much higher price now. Finally, everyone was able to enjoy the fruits of the entire community, and the community prospered together, passing their wealth to generations to come.
But there's a problem. Over time, wealth has been diminished from generations by authorities who seek to control them. So today, a new community in cryptocurrency called Energy has formed, a community poised to energize the world and create wealth for the very pioneers of today. Would you like to be a pioneer and create wealth for your family? Energy is the cryptocurrency deployed to create wealth for the community members who choose to stake it. Decentralized businesses in many sectors are being developed by the Energy community. These decentralized businesses are known as dApps, or decentralized applications. Would you like to earn cash flow from royalty payments? Community members who keep at least 25 Energy staked can access royalty payments, which is paid as a cash flow to these members in the form of Energy. This Energy can be staked to earn additional Energy or swap for Ethereum or USDC, US dollar coin, through the Energy liquidity pool that acts much like a decentralized bank. Would you like to own an asset that not only generates cash flow for you, but also increases in value as the demand rises? As more and more profitable dApps are developed, the demand for Energy becomes greater and greater. As the demand increases from people wanting to stake Energy to earn royalty payments and from supply that is tied up when dApp products and services are consumed, the USDC in the Energy liquidity pool increases, while the limited supply of Energy is decreased. This causes the value of Energy to rise. The supply of Energy is extremely limited, while virtually an unlimited amount of USDC can be added to the liquidity pool. In this way, the Energy liquidity pool acts similar to a decentralized bank owned by the community. As the demand for Energy becomes greater and greater, the value could skyrocket. Would you like to also mint Energy for yourself and for your family? In addition to accessing royalty payments, Energy stakers get to earn more from the minting of Energy. Energy will mint for a period of 100 weeks, from February 20th, 2021, which is approximately 2 years. While 25 Energy needs to be staked to earn royalty payments from dApp revenues, any amount of Energy can be staked to earn in the minting. Minting rewards are earned weekly and can be compounded back into staking. Simply put, the more Energy you stake, the more Energy you will earn from minting. The only question left is, are you ready to stake your claim in this new economy?
All right. So that, guys, that is how Energy basically works. That's how the ecosystem works. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you where to get Energy. And if you want to learn a little bit more about staking, I'm going to direct you where to go to learn to do that. So how you're going to get Energy and how you're going to get Energy Go is if you go to the energydefi.com, energydefi.com, you can purchase your Energy and Energy Go. And if you choose to stake it, we do have the community builder, and I'll direct you on where you can learn about that. So what you want to do to get Energy, there is a tab up here that says Energy Go, get Energy Go and get energy. If you want to get energy, just go here to get energy. It's going to take you down to here to buy energy. I know one of these buttons, I told them they needed to go. Okay, here we are, right here. So it's going to take you there. Click buy energy. And you're just going to connect your wallet. Okay, you're going to connect your wallet. It's going to tell you get MetaMask. I do have MetaMask myself. Oh, right here. Excuse me. I was at one up. So you're just going to connect your wallet, and you're going to simply put in the amount of Ethereum you want to purchase with, or you can do USDC, either one. You can toggle both back and forth. And you're put in the amount of Ethereum. It'll tell you the energy that you're getting. And the same way with USDC, just put in the amount of USDC. It'll tell you how many energy you're getting. You click buy energy, and it'll send them right into your MetaMask wallet. To do Energy Go, get Energy Go, you connect your wallet, and same way, you put in the amount of Ethereum, and you're going to get Energy Go. Now, Energy Go is on the Binance Smart Chain. Okay, Energy is on the Ethereum Smart Chain, and we are moving to Polygon, by the way. There's rumors that we're going to be moving to Polygon next week. So fingers crossed, guys. But we are moving to Polygon because Ethereum gas fees are very high. But Energy Go is on the Binance Smart Chain. Okay, so if you're familiar with PancakeSwap, and you can also go to PancakeSwap and you can get Energy Go there as well. And we also have a Discord channel. If somebody will do me a favor, in the Discord channel, it'll give you the contract addresses for Energy Go and also Energy. So somebody do me a favor in chat, put a link to the Discord channel. Now, if you want to learn about staking them, what you're going to do is you're going to go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com. And you're going to go search for Enfurio, E-N-F-U-R-I-O. And the little boy pointing at the camera, that's me. That's my little boy. And on playlist, if you go to playlist, you'll see energy staking. Okay.
Advertising on YouTube helps me reach engaged customers like Jenna, who's been searching for landscapers on Google. So when she watches,
let me stop this video. Okay, so you go to my playlist, and that video that explains how the DeFi financial system works is there. You can also go, an easy place to go is also DeFi Dark Horse. Okay, now if you go to DeFi Dark Horse, don't use the link there. Make sure you get the link from the person who introduced you. But it is laid out here with some frequently asked questions, and you can also go there and you can see how much you can potentially earn. How do you stake? And it'll tell you all about staking, the benefits of staking. The biggest benefit is if you have 25 or more energy staked, you get to earn royalties from the entire ecosystem. And then you also got the minting of the coin. And guys, that minting is really good. That's usually it's been about 1 to 4% a week. So the minting of the coin is just an added perk. And you know, you can mint some good energy. Of course, the more energy you have, the more energy, you know, you earn in the minting. So what I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to stop the recording.